Even though I am staying right at the lift for Whistler, I am giving myself a rule, and that rule is I have to at least climb 1,000 feet a day before I can hit the lift. I don't want to just become entirely dependent on the lift while I'm here. So yeah, for the next month, every day I ride the lift, I'm at least gonna climb 1,000 foot before I do that. And today, well, being my first full day here, I'm starting that off. Today, I'm making my way up to hit a trail called Hey Bud. It's a double black diamond trail on Blackcomb Mountain. It's been about 6 months since I've done any real climbing, so my legs need a quick whip back into shape. Getting to the trail takes about 1,700 foot of climbing up a pretty steep fire road. Surprisingly, my legs feel pretty good, and after spending the last few summers riding in the high elevation of Colorado, breathing here is really easy.
Hey Bud, it is. Whew. Steep stuff ahead. Oh yeah.
Hey Bud is an incredibly steep and rugged trail with lots of roots. The GoPro does it absolutely no justice. Actually, I'd say it's more of an injustice. This thing is steep. Compared to the nearby Black Diamond trails of dark crystals and microclimate, also on Blackcomb Mountain, it's a noticeable step or two more difficult. It's hard to let go of the brakes entirely, and there was even one section where I came unclipped and I couldn't get back in, so I just walked it down. There's also a pretty good sized wooden drop on the trail I didn't hit, but it's definitely in the works for the next time I'm back on it. As you get lower, the trail does thin it out a bit, but it is still rugged and rooty. This descent works you. It's very rare that I find myself wanting to stop and chill for a moment on the descent, but all the chop was wearing out my hands and arms and even my legs pretty quickly. Along with that, you also need to put in some short bursts of power to get over the intermittent climbs and keep momentum going. And this section of trail winds down Hey Bud. If you haven't already, be sure to do yourself a sweet one and hit the subscribe button to get all of my latest rides in British Columbia this summer. And do me a sweet one, you know the drill for the YouTube algorithm, smash that like button. I'd say Hey Bud was a pretty good trail and one I'll certainly be back on. Keep in mind, it's a legit double black diamond, and while the topography may not seem very steep, in some sections it is incredibly steep. And when it isn't incredibly steep, it is very technical.